high pressure system keeping us cool, keeping us sunny. As we go into the day tomorrow, we'll start to see winds returning from the Gulf. This will increase our humidity, so you might start to feel a little bit more like summer tomorrow. Today's pleasant weather not really going to be sticking around. Now, by Friday, that front is going to start to enter the state, and you can see thunderstorms for Dallas by Friday morning. Ahead of this front, because we've got so much humidity, it is possible we can start to see some streamer showers coming on shore. So rain chances on Friday, not particularly organized. Here's a look at Saturday. Saturday, we're tracking two separate rounds of storms and showers. The first round expected to move in Saturday morning. You can see 5 a.m. starting to see some thunderstorms around the Houston area, and then a wave moving through the morning. So by 1 o'clock, possible we can have a break, and then the actual front will be pushing through into Sunday morning. Now, I do think this model is a little bit slow. Cold fronts typically speed up, so I would bet that this moves through much earlier. But right now, this is showing timing early Sunday morning, rolling through the Houston area. Like I said, as we get closer, timing will be more refined, but I'm expecting one round of showers and storms Saturday morning and a separate round Saturday night. Now, our flash flood risk is a level 2. That means you need to stay weather aware, and if we do start to see flooding, stay off the roads. You know, we have not seen rainfall in 4 weeks here in Houston, which actually makes our ground more susceptible to flooding. Now, that cold front not going to bring a major drop in temperatures as we go into the day on Sunday. Forecast high 80 degrees for the Texans game, but look at this. As we head into next week, we're tracking a secondary cold front. That's going to bring with it rain chances on Tuesday, but also our first big front that's going to bump our lows into. So happy we're finally seeing a pattern change, because so far this month it has been unbelievably hot. Every single day we've been 88 degrees or warmer. Yesterday we hit 94. In fact, today is the coolest temperature we've seen without rainfall in months. A live look outside, we've got beautiful sunshine. Temperature-wise, we are still sitting in the upper 70s and lower 80s. I'm telling you, get outside. It feels delightful. Our planning forecast showing afternoon highs only reaching the lower 80s and then dropping into the 60s tonight. But this beautiful weather not going to be with us every single day. In fact, our 5-day forecast showing some pretty big changes. Tomorrow, we'll see temperatures back into the mid 80s. Friday, rain returns. But Saturday, that is the most important day this weekend. That's because we've got shower and thunderstorm chances. Unfortunately, we are going to be dealing with a flood threat throughout southeast Texas. That means you need to have indoor plans on Saturday. Stay weather aware and stay off the roads if we do see flash flooding. Brittany, Andy, coming up, I'll show you how much rainfall you can expect in your neighborhood. Fall, which is why there's no surprise that we've got burn bans in place. Over 40% of our, if you buy a new sponge or you leave it on the kitchen counter, that sponge is hard, and when you first put water on it, it doesn't absorb right in. It kind of rolls off. That's exactly what our soil does. It bakes in the Texas sun, and it tightens and hardens when we don't have that rainfall. And that means when we see rainfall this weekend, it's going to act like concrete or your driveway. All of the rain's going to run off, and that makes us more likely to see flash flooding this weekend. Saturday is the big day as our first cold front comes through. Our second cold front, that's going to move through next Tuesday. We'll get to that one in a bit. First, let's talk about the immediate weather threat coming this weekend. Now, that front is going to be moving in from the west, so we're not going to see a major push of cool air, but it should be nice. Future track is going to show this afternoon here in Houston, still going to be pleasant out there. That'll increase our humidity a touch. Air temperatures reaching the mid to upper 80s tomorrow. And then by Friday, we'll start to see rain chances increasing ahead of the front. Now, I don't expect widespread rainfall, but pop-up showers and storms pushing in from the coast certainly going to be possible. Now, this is our cold front. You can see impacting Lubbock by Friday afternoon, pushing its way into the state through the day on Saturday. And by Saturday morning, we're going to start to see our first round of showers and storms. These are ahead of the cold front. 5 a.m. showing the potential for some showers and storms. continuing through about the lunchtime hour. Now, the actual cold front expected to push through Saturday night. Remember, timing here likely going to adjust. Cold fronts typically speed up, but this model has the cold front passing through Austin by 1 a.m. and moving through Houston in the early morning hours on Sunday. Because cold fronts speed up, that means we can see those rain chances and thunderstorm chances anytime Saturday night through Sunday morning. This is that flash flood risk we were showing you, a level 2 on a scale of 4, which means now in 6 a.m. on Sunday, showing anywhere from 1.5 inches to look to Washington County. Up to 3 inches of rain, not out of the question. And we do need the rainfall with the drought, but this is something to watch as it can start to cause some big problems on the roads. Okay, let's look at the 10-day because we do have some temperature things to let you know about. That cold front on Saturday going to bring us back to the 80s for Sunday and Monday. But the big cold front, the one that I am most excited about, that's going to push through on Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to see a slight rain chance, a mostly dry front, but that's going to bring with it a big,
Absolutely.
I think so too. And it looks dry for now, so trick-or-treaters shouldn't have any problems. I've been thinking about my kid's Halloween since before he was born.
Absolutely. You got to make sure that the costumes, that they're warm enough or cool enough, so important to know.
He's a cow. It'll be great.
He'll be great.
Can't wait to see the pictures.
Great, we're going. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to see rain chances as well. This is with our next front. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but for now, let's focus in on what we're tracking for the end of the week. Now, as we go into the day tomorrow, still going to be quiet weather, maybe a bit more cloud cover, winds coming off the coast, but then into the day on Friday, we'll begin to track our cold front. And because the low pressure system is going to be here in Texas with us, we are going to be seeing much more energy compared to what we saw last Saturday. Last Saturday, the low was in Michigan, which is why we didn't see a lot of storms. So let's take a look at this. Starting 8 a.m. Friday morning, we'll be seeing showers and thunderstorms up towards Dallas. Here across the Houston area, we have rain chances really ramping up Friday night into Saturday. So we do expect our first round of storms to push through early Saturday morning. Models are varying in times. It really goes anywhere from 1 a.m. Saturday through 6 a.m. Saturday for the potential of seeing some heavier downpours. Now, we also could see some stronger wind gusts and the potential for flooding. This shows the possibility of a break between the morning round and the afternoon round, which means if you've got plans in the middle of the day Saturday, they will more than likely be fine. But then as we go into Sunday morning, that other round, the second round with the front, pushes through, and as it barrels through Houston, it's going to be pretty noisy. We're talking frequent lightning strikes, heavy downpours, gusty winds. As for rainfall, well, we've got a flash flood risk for all of Southeast Texas. Here in Houston, it is a medium threat, and for good reason. All of our area can see anywhere from 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. So I've had a lot of folks ask, what does this mean for the burn bans? Likely nothing. You'll notice that we're going to see temperatures increasing into the mid-80s. By Friday, rain chances start to move in. We're putting a 30% chance of showers, some of which could bring heavy downpours. So there is a low flood threat on Friday. Saturday, flood threat increasing. We've got a medium flood threat with rain chances extremely likely. Now, thankfully, our timing does look to be when a lot of us are sleeping. But it's not just one, it's two. We've got 2 separate rounds of storms. This is going to bring with it a flood threat, but also the potential of damaging winds and frequent lightning strikes. Now, that is coming with a cold front, and it's going to bring our temperatures back down into the 80s, bringing with it a beautiful Sunday. But I don't want to sleep on this beautiful Wednesday. Today, we've got great weather outside. We have bright blue skies out there. As for our air temperature, currently sitting in the lower 80s, 83 here in Houston. Not a bad idea tonight to get outside, take care of your yard. If you've got any loose tree limbs, certainly try to patch those up. Andy, it's going to be very active this weekend, and I'll have a breakdown on that hour-by-hour forecast coming up.
Caroline, thank you.
Friday, we're going to start to see those changes, beginning with that low pressure system pushing its way into Texas. The closer a low is to us, the more energized our atmosphere is. This is why we are very confident we're going to see showers and thunderstorms. The big question now is, what's that timing going to be? What we can tell you with certainty is it'll first impact West Texas. Lubbock, Friday night looks very stormy up there. Here in Houston, by Saturday morning, we're going to begin to see round one. Round one is going to bring thunderstorms through the Houston area as early as 3 a.m. Saturday, continuing to push through the early morning hours. Now, once we go into the day, in the afternoon, we're going to see another round. Now, this model shows the line working its way through Houston at 1 a.m. on Sunday. I do want to mention cold fronts tend to speed up, which means it's very possible that this could be more Saturday at 8 p.m. Regardless, this system is expected to exit the coast as we get into Sunday, which means Sunday afternoon is going to be delightful. Perfect if you're heading out to the Texans game. And then Monday and Tuesday, light rain chances. Tuesday, a bit deceptive on this 10-day because that's when we're expecting to see our strongest cold front so far of the season. Rain chances, not looking so good, though. Just a 20% chance on Tuesday. But look at what that